What's up? What's up? Straight to the point. Please hit that like button. Sub to the channel if you're not a member. And hit them notifications too, all right? Let's get right to it. Shouts out to the whole entire Lions Den, basketball and boxing communities. And salute to all the people that rock with me. Keeping it A1. As always, I got to give the football crew who will be talking football a shout out. Gonna start with Scrub Zero and Jose, Outlaw, Trigger, MDT, HDI TV. Welcome to HDI TV. Carcino for Life. Lemon Pepper Lou. Salute to them guys, man. What's up, Alex? Please hit that like when you come in here. Hit that like when you come in here. All right, let's go ahead and have this conversation. The Eagles went ahead and they took care of the Ravens, just like I told people, okay? I told the brother Cypress TV, salute to him, and salute to him too, because he also watches football too, quite a bit. Listen, the Ravens, everybody knows what the Ravens' MO is, okay? I'm gonna talk about the Ravens real quick. I'm gonna get them out of the way. Look, I don't hate on Lamar, despite what people think. They think that I hate on Lamar. No, I don't hate Lamar, okay? I don't hate Lamar. I don't hate Lamar. He actually played a better game than Jalen Hurts. He played a better game than him, okay? I think he had 262 yards, I think it was. He was kind of inaccurate, just a tad bit, but he had 2 touchdowns and no interceptions. No, they're not. Salute to you, Mike. No, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not. They're just not. They got exposed earlier this season. If you make the game ugly and you make it to where it's game managing, the Ravens are not good, man. Okay? I'm just keeping it 100 with you. Look, they look good on from the outside looking in. They look good, like, talent-wise and stuff. You'll say, oh, yeah, they got all-world Derrick Henry, all-world Lamar Jackson. Eagles pretty much got the same thing, with the exception that Jalen Hurts is being made. Saquon Barkley is making Jalen Hurts look good. That's one of my reasons why I have Saquon Barkley as the MVP. Okay, I kind of scaled back on the MVP. You could still put Mahomes up there. You can still put Josh Allen up there. And you can also put Jared Goff up there too. But Saquon has been amazing. Okay, Saquon has been amazing. And I'm not jumping on the train like everybody else is. Yeah, appreciate it, Mike. Appreciate it. I know Mike is a little upset at me for saying that. But no, look. Mike, this is why that I'm hating on the Ravens team. They could possibly make it to the AFC Championship. but they're never going to get over the hump because they get away from what they're trying to do. They get away from what they're trying to do. As you've seen, Lamar Jackson became inaccurate. He became very inaccurate, although he played a better game than Jalen Hurts. But they don't stick to what they're doing. They don't, and they had a chance to blow the Eagles out of the water. But they get away from what they're doing. Jim Harbaugh, sorry about that. Jim Harbaugh he's on thin ice, man. If he doesn't win it this year, if they don't at least get to the Super Bowl, he's gone. He's gone. And I'm not saying it's like a situation what happened in Chicago, nowhere near. But he's had plenty of chances. Jim Harbaugh has had plenty of chances, man, to get this thing right. It's only some really didn't. What you're saying, you hope so, but that's not going to really, honestly, you're going to have to start over because then you're going to have to come with a whole new, you're going to have to learn a whole new philosophy. That coach is going to have to know Ravens culture. They're going to have to get used to Ravens culture. And Lord, I know, what's his name? All the Cowboys fans are punching the air right now, including Jerry Jones, saying that they should have got Saquon Barkley. Because now they are number one in the NFC East. Followed by the Commanders, and then Cowboys, and then of course New York. Now let me get on Saquon. What's up with it, the real? I see you in here, man. Salute to you. Let me get on Saquon for a second. All right, let me get on Saquon. I didn't have Saquon in the beginning at MVP, but I always said that Saquon is neck and neck with Derrick Henry as the best back in the league, okay? First off, let's get surgical with the shit, all right? One reason why I have Saquon Barkley is because he became the only player in history to have 20 plus yards and have touchdowns with at least 6 touchdowns in the second half of a season. Okay? And also, Saquon has had not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, not 8. I'm doing my LeBron impression. He has had 8, not 7, but he's had 8, count them, 8 games with at least 100 plus yards rushing. And on top of that, touchdown in those games. That's MVP right there. Because Jalen Hurts really hasn't been as good as what people think. He really, if you take Saquon makes him look good. Let's just call it what it is. Saquon makes him look good. If it wasn't for Saquon, Jalen wouldn't be able to take no breathers. He wouldn't be able to relax like he is. It takes a lot of weight off of his shoulders. On top of that, what Saquon is showing, if you put him around, first and foremost, a great offensive line, he's able to cook with grease, man. He's able to wreak havoc. And I told people, I know Scrub Zero, shout out to Scrub Zero. I know he up in there punching the air right now. Because, he got away from the Giants. You know what I'm saying? He ain't with the Giants no more. But and everybody's mad that New York let him walk. But listen, you had to let him walk. You had to let Saquon walk because he needed to be in a better situation than what he is. They wanted him in a better situation. If he would have stayed in New York, his window of opportunity would have been very, very slim. And I'm talking about for a championship, him possibly even getting in the MVP conversation. Now, you surround him with a good offensive line. You got him you got him with a good offensive line. Got a decent defense. Now he's able to do what he can do, and a healthy Saquon cannot be stopped. Now, I don't want people thinking I'm being a hypocrite or anything, because I did say that Derrick Henry is in GOAT status, and I still stand by that. But Saquon has taken the mantle. Saquon has taken the mantle. He started off a little slow, had to get adjusted, and he took off. I was critical of that, but he showed me a lot in this game. Hold on one second, y'all. All right, my bad, y'all. So that's pretty much what it is. Saquon has taken the mantle for MVP, whether people want to believe it or not. He's taking the mantle for MVP. What's up, Ted? Now, I don't have the Eagles. Listen, I know this is going to sound strange. I don't have them coming out of the NFC. I'm not going to go that far. I still got the Lions coming out of the NFC. I still got the Lions coming out of the NFC, man. What's up, Ted? I see you in the building, bro. Well, that's all he needed. That's all he needed. Listen, everybody's like, oh yeah, well, that's because such and such. Like Ted, you know what that statement you just made? That reminds me of about a lot of people that talk about Emmitt Smith, right? They'll say, oh yeah, well Emmitt had a great offensive line, stuff like that. I've been guilty of it too. He wouldn't have never been able to do what he did without a great offensive line and and Larry Allen and all this other stuff, right? Well, would you say the same thing for Barry Sanders if he had a great offensive line, which he didn't? You understand what I mean? So he has a great offensive line. That's what he needs in order to get done what he needs to get done. And I didn't understand that when I was younger. When I was younger, I felt like, nah, you need to be creative, make your moves or everything like that. Nah, you gotta. It said O-line will block it 15 yards. What? That's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do, man. What was that dude's name? That he played. I think he played O-line and D-line for y'all, Chad, for the Packers. I know you love talking about the Packers. Gilbert something. His name was Gilbert something. He used to do the little shovel, celebration, man. I forgot his name, but he used to play both of them, D-line and O-line. I used to love that guy. He was phenomenal. Gilbert something. Oh no, hey, no. I'm not saying you hating, Chad. No. I'm not saying that. I was saying it because a lot of people they'll use that. They'll be like, oh man, he had a great offensive line, and all this other stuff. Man, and that's what you're supposed to have. Like that's how you're supposed to win championship. That's why, like, I look at a guy like Jamal Lewis. People can look at the Ravens and just say, oh yeah, it was all about defense and all that other stuff. But when Jamal Lewis was playing for the Ravens, they had a pretty decent O-line. I mean, it wasn't like, cowboy level, like 90s cowboy level, nothing like that, but they had a pretty decent O-line. But Saquon is MVP, man, because Saquon has had 100 plus yards in 8 games with at least 1 touchdown. Okay, and on top of that, he became the first player in history to have at least 20 plus yards and a touchdown in the second half of the season in six games. That to me solidified. Well, also him making Jalen Hurts, and I like Jalen Hurts. I don't want people to think that I don't like Jalen Hurts, but let's just be honest, man. Jalen Hurts has kind of scaled back a tad bit. Like I said, on paper, if you look at the stats, Lamar clearly outplayed him. He outplayed Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts was just being smart and game managing. You know what I'm saying? I should say it like that. I'm not gonna say he blew him out of the water or anything like that, because he was I think 11 for 19 in completion percentage, but Lamar was kind of inaccurate, man, on some plays. But for the most part, I think he outplayed him, but he just still couldn't get it done. What's up with it, Carter? But I got him at the MVP. Now, if he falls off, that's subject to change. I did have Pat Mahomes up there. I had Jared Goff up there. I know some people are laughing, but I did have Jared Goff up there. Hell, you said Lamar screen passes. He not good at. Yeah, 31. Well, Lamar touchdown to interception ratio has always been good. He doesn't throw a lot of interceptions. Lamar's problem, man, is when he faces a defense that's going to take everything away. If you take Henry away, you take somebody to throw at away, you take everything away, and you got to make Lamar really work to get creative. More than likely, he's not going to be in a good position. But he's never. That's one thing that I'll say about. Matter of fact, if we want to get technical and we want to hurt some people's feelings, Lamar Jackson actually has a better. He got a better touchdown to interception ratio than Pat Mahomes, especially in the regular season. On the carry limit, well, I mean, you kind of can't blame him. You don't want nothing. You don't want to lose. like, what's his name? I think, who leads the league in carries? Because I think Henry was leading the league in carries at one point. But you can't, like, there was one game I think he had like some astronomical amount of carries and didn't even get 100 yards. You can't do that. With Saquon, you see he got a limited amount of carries, but he's getting yardage. That's how it should be. Nah, listen, man. Josh Allen has catapulted that. Listen, I know that hurts some people feeling. Lamar Jackson, I know some people get mad, but he's not the MVP, man. Not this year. As a matter of fact, I have Pat Mahomes above Lamar Jackson. They got a better record. Okay? And Pat Mahomes has done more with less. Think about it, Chad. He's done more with less. Look at their record. Look at who they have. Okay, they added D Hop, but they added him. A little bit later in the season. You've had Derrick Henry the whole entire season. An all-world running back. Everybody already got y'all going to the Super Bowl. They got y'all beating the Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah, Pat Mahomes is my guy. I could care less. I could care less what people think about Pat Mahomes. Yeah. Hey, salute to you, Zach. Yeah, man, y'all. Hey, people want me to get on here and they want me to hate on Pat Mahomes. I'm not doing that shit. Pat Mahomes don't control the referees. You know what I'm saying? Pat Mahomes don't control what Taylor Swift is doing. Man, Pat Mahomes, dog, like, y'all don't know where Pat Mahomes is from, man. Y'all think Pat Mahomes is with all this cheese? He one of them old cheesy, one of them soft ass dudes and shit like that. Nah, Pat Mahomes is a leader. He is a leader, man. Does he play like shit during the regular season? Absolutely. Russell Wilson did the same thing. Yeah, listen, that's a good point you brought up, Carter. Pat Mahomes can play ugly and he can play pretty. He can play basketball on grass. Listen, I know this is going to hurt some people's feelings. And shout out to Town Biz Sports and Entertainment. Salute to Town Biz. He said this a while back. He wins, not only if he wins a Super Bowl MVP, if he wins a regular season MVP and he wins a Super Bowl, you got to put him in the GOAT conversation. You have to. Because guess what? Guess what else he's added to the resume? 3 straight. 3 straight. Never been done. 3 straight. Montana didn't do it. Young didn't do it. Unitas didn't do it. Marino didn't do it. Elway ain't do it. Manning ain't do it. Brady ain't do it. Come on, man. Let's get surgical with the shit. As the nigga Ticket like to say, shout out to Ticket. He was cooking this weekend too. Man, them motherfuckers think that they still think that, man, they want to give Ticket everything they got. Trying to debate his ass. Man, Ticket be getting them motherfuckers in their feelings, man. Oh, man. Shout out to Ticket, man. Some dude on there, man, like getting personal with that nigga and shit. I'm like, man, you don't even know who the fuck you talking about, man. Like you gonna like, and then on top of that, like if you're gonna listen, I know this is off the subject. If you're gonna if you're gonna bring logic to the table especially in a Jordan versus LeBron debate, man, your arguments better be crisp, man. You better make valid fucking points to the point where, like, even though that you disagree with the motherfucker and they logic might be off, it's still so crisp to where, okay, you can still see that motherfucker argument. But if you come in on pure raw emotion, you know what I'm saying? Like bringing in, like, oh yeah, he's great off the court and all that other bullshit, man. You better get the fuck up out of here. That has nothing to do with basketball. That has absolutely nothing to do with basketball. But anyways, I digress. We're not talking about that. Yeah, you said chips are clean. Mahomes will throw ball away. Yeah, you're right, man. But Pat Mahomes, you still got to have him up there. But Saquon right now, he's taking that mantle because just like if you take Mahomes off of the Kansas City Chiefs, the Chiefs ain't going nowhere. If you take Saquon Barkley out of Philly, Philly's not doing anything because you can't trust Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts has somebody to rely on in the backfield now. And I'm gonna talk about this real briefly, but I want to give a shout out to Randy Moss. There's been people on dealing with some health issues. I didn't put this on the title. I'm not gonna go too in depth with it. I'm gonna go in depth with it a little bit later, talking about this. I'm gonna do a straight gems on it. You said Randy Moss is a good dude. Folks online, maybe listen, and that's what I'm about to say right now, Carter. Randy Moss, man, he did the professional thing, and Randy Moss has always been a class act. He he took a negative and turned it into a positive. What he what was, I know guys, they get sick of me saying it, but it's the truth. You don't know what's going on you. Look, yeah, I do. I get out there and do physical fitness and all that other stuff, but you still got to go get your blood work done. You still got to know what's going on with your organs. You know what I'm saying? Vital signs. Like, what do you think? Vital. It's very vital. Vital. It's very vital that you do it. Like meaning that it's a sense of urgency that you get in the doctor at least 1 to 2 times a year. Get your ass in the dentist. It's that simple. You know what I'm saying? Like, go get your checkups. Don't always say, oh, I'm all right. Listen, Randy Moss gonna be fine, man. You need to be concerned about yourself. Shoot, everybody love to drink. Everybody's body is different. We can't say that listen, everybody want to sit here and they want to diagnose Randy Moss automatically. Can't do that, man. You can't automatically diagnose a guy. You don't know what's going on. Oh yeah, well, he got yellow eyes, so it's this and that. You don't know what it is. You're not a physician. You're not a doctor. You're not licensed in anything. You haven't been on any type of board. You're not authorized to prescribe medications. None of that. The beautiful I am she. What's up with it, baby? How you doing, sweetie? Long time. I about to start singing Tyrese to I am she. How you gonna act like that? No. Tyrese used to go hard, man. I used to like Tyrese, man. You said Walter Payton, yeah, but we don't. But that's what I'm saying. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know what it is, Ted. We don't know what it is. He didn't disclose anything. Everybody wants to, automatically say, "Oh yeah, it's this and that." We don't know what it is, man. Hell, his eyes could just be yellow. Sometimes that. Listen, I had a couple of my kin folks, man. I I knew a guy. His eyes were real yellow, man, and he lived a long, long time. You know what I'm saying? Lived a long time. Oh, are you like that? I am she. She like, it's 2 a.m. just getting in. Gotta check my message. No one is called, but some homies and some bill collectors. Oh man, I probably hit her with this. I probably hit I am she with this new. There will be ups and downs, smiles and frowns. But Randy Moss is not anybody's problem. You got it. Like I said, I am she. She works in the hospital. I am she. You heard about Randy Moss. You heard about Randy Moss. Randy Moss. You know what I'm saying? I am she would tell you. Randy Moss, like, is nobody's problem. Like, there's people that look 100% healthy, and they don't have no yellow eyes, and they dropping dead like flies. Goldilocks. Goldilocks. I gotta get you a wrench, Goldilocks. The thick, beautiful Goldilocks. What's up with it, Stephen Green? Y'all come in late, man. Y'all coming in late. Y'all coming in late. Nah, but I'm gonna do something else. I'm gonna talk about something else real quick. I'm gonna talk about Len Bias. I'm gonna talk about Len Bias versus Hank Gathers. Now, as you know, both of those guys they died tragically. You said until you get your blood work done, you can guess and misdiagnose all day. Yeah, exactly. Everybody be trying to diagnose themselves. They know everything and all this other stuff. Nah, it don't work that way. It don't work that way. You say you were tardy. But it don't work that way, man. Listen, all I'm gonna say is this. You know what? I'm gonna save Hank Gathers, and I'm gonna talk about because the reason why I brought up Hank Gathers, it was in reference to Randy Moss. But if you don't know who Hank Gathers is, look him up, man. He died from a heart condition. Okay. I know you. Yeah, I know you. Right. But we gonna talk about that later. I got to go. Save that thought. Salute to my queens that's in here. Let me get Goldilocks a wrench though. Let me get my baby a wrench. I got you in there, Goldilocks. I don't want her to eat me alive. You know what I'm saying? Next time, you ain't give me my wrench. Where my wrench at? Give me my wrench now. I want to exterminate a motherfucker. Give me my wrench, nigga. Shit. Goldilocks, she be like, nigga, come eat your food now. I'm finna throw this shit away. I'm finna get this shit to the dogs. Be waking up the kids. You got 5 minutes to get your ass up. I'm getting the belt. Nah. Salute to the LDBC, Lions Den basketball, boxing community, and salute to all of my subs that's rocking with me. Straight to the point, sports and entertainment. you know, I'ma fuck with you. I'll holler at y'all.